Okay, so my app has an OBL trainer. It's not completely done. It's pretty bare bones, but it does have an OBL trainer. I just thought I'd give an update on that. It goes like this. You can start and stop. You let go. I should probably make it change color or something when I'm holding down, but I haven't done that. You stop it like that. You can go to your stats. My stats screen's broken right now. It doesn't correct the stats correctly. You can reset the times, and it will actually reset the times. I just realized you can't see that. Okay, it's kind of hard to show. It's there though. You can go back, and it shows it. It's in black and white for obvious reasons. People really only should be using black, white square ones, but they're not. Yep, in the future you'll be able to customize your color scheme. You go to next, and eventually next is going to show your worst case. I want to make it so you can either swipe that way or even pull up. I think pulling up might be cool. Swiping to the side would be a little more intuitive to select specific cases. Anyway, so one of the big drawbacks from OBL is the pause, the recognition. It's pretty bad. It's not, you know, it's not the worst, but it could be better. So what I'm trying to do is something Ro Hessler attempted to do. Ro Hessler, from my understanding, stopped doing OBL. And I don't know if he takes square one as seriously as possible. I'm keep looking over there because my computer monitor is over there, and that's where I'm checking, also checking to make sure so like I'm in this frame correctly. I don't do video stuff most of the time, and usually it's over there. What Ro Hessler was doing was he was tracing. He was trying to trace into OBL from CSP, and this is a big undertaking, but it's not impossible. Also, I have a bent edge right now. You can't really see it. It's not too prominent, but this white orange is bent. I bent this corner earlier today, and I replaced the piece. I haven't gotten around to fixing the white orange. Looks like it is one of my remaining spare parts, but whatever. So tracing OBL through CSP is not an easy feat. So this is crazy, but I'm going to try to do this because it says 2 slices on average, and to improve right now, I can increase my slices per second, which is kind of hard for me. My hands don't want to turn as fast as some of the younger cubers. Or I can reduce my slice count in solutions. And I've been opting towards that a lot. And maybe that's why I don't turn as fast, but that's been my solution. So I watched a bit of like the first 6 minutes of Enoch Gray's square one blind method tutorial, and he basically, I mean, I could have figured it out without it, but it kind of pushed me in the right direction. I had seen it before. I thought he did it on stream, so it took me a while to find the video. Someone in the blind support group had to show me where to go, because I thought he just did it on stream on his Twitch channel, but he did it. He did a video on it. So his way of doing it is more focused towards blind, because that's what people are using it for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to modify it. So in a regular square one blind attempt, you would have to memorize each piece, obviously, because you have to be able to trace it from there. Now, what we could do is we could potentially try to just follow pieces. Maybe that's the right way to do this. I haven't really thought about that option, to be honest. I'm not someone who's good at that, at the bare minimum. But if I can memorize where pieces are going to go, I think that might be the best solution. So the way this is going to work is you have your cube shape, right, like this. And I know you can barely see it because everything's so bright and everything's reflecting off it, but you can at least see its shield square. And you can at least see where the black pieces are. And that's all you need to be able to do. So when I trace CSP, I start from the place where the black-red piece would be solved into, and I go around here in that order. And then for here, this is where the white red would be, and I normally don't have to worry about that because I don't use it as a buffer or anything. I use black, red, but I would just transfer that color down here. And I would go in the same counterclockwise direction. That would leave me solved red, blue, orange, green. Now obviously it doesn't have to match your blind scheme, but this is going to help you cut down on a step of memorizing it. So if we get a solved square one, and we inverse our cube shape parity algorithm, unless I say cube shape parity, there's no reason to do this if you're not doing cube shape parity. Which also, let's see, brings us to another thing. You're going to have to do this twice per cube shape, and then also double that number for UD mirrors. Sometimes you might be able to get away with some clever hacks with some of them. Others you might not. So if we look right here, this piece, so I'm also going to, let's get another square one. This one's going to fall apart because the screw's not actually screwed in. But if we hold it in the standard orientation for scrambling, which is red front, we can name, and it also doesn't matter, like you can do orange front too. I'm just going to represent it this way because when you're coming up with these schemes, or whatever they're called, I think Enoch called them matrices. You need to make sure that the front face is the same color when you're coming up with them. When you're actually solving it, it doesn't matter. So we see right here, this piece. Okay, well, so let's name them because I'm lazy. I'm just keeping to my specs scheme. This may not be the best, but it really doesn't matter because we don't have to memorize the letters. We'll want to convert this to a visual memo, if that makes any kind of sense. So, just like on a 3x3, I do specs with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever. These don't matter. But yeah, A, B, C, D, and then U, V, W, no, U, V, W, X. Yeah, that's right. So we'll do the same thing right here. A, B, C, D, U, V, W, X. So this piece goes into the A spot. This piece goes into the U spot. And so when I do my CSP, I go like this, right? I already covered that. Down, 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 down. So A, U, C, V, D, X, W, B. And now what's special at these, the X and W right here, when we're writing this down, we can put this in parentheses around the X and W because they're not going to move. And the parentheses, at least for me, the way I'm using it, obviously other people are welcome to take this however works for them. Putting in parentheses, and it means that they don't move. I don't know if that's going to be the usual way of memorizing them. The straight up letters might be the best way. But we'll figure that out. Then for corners, I do down, 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 and then to mirror that, it would go down, 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 down. And this would be, I'm looking at my computer because I've got it written down. I don't have these memorized yet. I've only looked at this case so far. this and the parity case. So W, V, A, D, U, X, C, B. And these U and the U and X are in parentheses because they're not going to move. And what's in parentheses should be very obvious when you scramble it because it'll stay there. Now these parentheses will only be able to really be applied and have any kind of real meaning if the shape is square, or if at least it lines up to the square right here. Yeah. So like you could, I guess, like this right here, those two line up. Those could be in parentheses, and I guess this one here, but that's about it. And only if you use a solution that preserves them like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, what's nice is you don't have to actually, when you're tracing, so I do blind tracing. So for this, I'm gonna trace it. I'd go 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, like that. And on that, I'd have to move. I have to check every single piece. I'm gonna move this down a little so you can see the puzzle better. So 1 for me, 1 is a 3 slice. So this is the basic one. It's odd, and usually you think that is parity, but for me this is how I think of my non-parity solution, because it's a 3 slicer. But I know I just looked at it. I already did this, and I drew it out right here based on it. I don't know if these drawings really make any sense to you, the viewer, but I would just jot them down quick. So if we're looking right here, when we're doing this, the nice thing is that we only need to focus on one color. I'll be choosing black, purely because it's easy for me. Now, maybe the solution is to go with whatever one has its, oh actually that'll never be, it doesn't matter, that actually won't be relevant. Anyway, so if we look right here, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order, we'll number them like that. This is the second edge that we would go to, so we can go into our AUCV, which was the U layer memorization for the letters, and so it's the second one. So this is U, so AU. So it'll go here. So you just need to remember the letters. So it's U, D, W, B. So it's 2, 1, 3, 4. And so what we know about this is, so it's D, it's U, D, X, U, D, W, B. So it's a line going this way and a line going this way. So because U, W, and D and B, they make a line that way. What you have to do is for every OBL, you'll have to think of them as an EO and CO combination. So this is an op-op EO going in a line like that. And our CO, let's do that now. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I'll go our third one in this matrix. It is C, and then 2, 3, 4, which would be, this isn't C, I looked at the wrong one. So for corners, it's WVAD, so WVA, so the third one, A, and then it's UXCB, so it's AXCB, so AXCB, so it's going to be a corner here, here. If we map it out here, it's here, 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 here. And these two pieces, we already knew they'd stay there. So when we draw it out, if we draw it out like this, we can, let me just draw. I know I'm bad at drawing this. On the U layer, so this is my crappy scroll I drew. The U layer we have filled in this, and then on the D layer, we have this. So that's our EO. And our CO now is this. So that's our OBL. And if we do that, our centered alg, you'll see EO, CO, EO, CO. Now, I believe that if you can trace sub 10 for CSP, which is very doable, I think 8's pretty reasonable to expect. Like just from someone who does like a lot of solves, I believe most people, if they really practice, can get to 4, 5, 6 seconds. If you use Kales, 4 is a lot. Probably on the lower end, closer to 4. If you use blind, you'll probably be closer to 6. Now, this, since we're doing half the information, I believe that we should add half of your inspection time for blind tracing to this. So if we average 10, half of 10 is 5, add 5 to 10, then we have 15, which is our total inspection time. So you'd be very much on the edge, and you wouldn't start the timer at time, you'd go +2 pretty much. If you get it at like 8, which is pretty doable, half of 8 is 4, 8 plus 4 is 12, you'll have 3 seconds. That's pretty reasonable. If you can get to 4 seconds, then this should take 2 seconds. That being said, this is a different kind of thing, so it will take practice as well to get it back down. And the practice that it takes for this, to get this down to 2 seconds, would also be the same kind of practice to get your blind tracing down to 4 seconds. And if you're using Kales, this could be completely unintuitive. Now, if you have experience in blind with like mapping and tracing things, this might come naturally and you might progress through this faster. I don't know. No one's tried this besides Roe, and I don't know what method he used. I believe he did try something similar to this, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to try this. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to memorize the schemes. I think because my recall will be fastest if I audio it, like ow, dixwub. I don't know if it'll work. No. Like I might have to think AU is like gold, CV is Chevy. I've never used Chevy for CV before. Then DX like Dex, WB, World Best. But obviously that's just edges. So we'll add UXCUB for corners, and then it's like another thing for parity. I don't know how doable this is, but I'm going to try it. It's crazy because I don't even know OBL yet. It's frustrating. This is how I'm going to waste time.